Now this channel, Floodology, is all about drawing knowledge and experiences from a wide range of disciplines to help us stop flooding destroying so many lives. But obviously there's nothing we can learn from people who work in theatre. That's a step too far, surely. Well Shirley, wait there, because we're going to find out. Every 4 years, my wife, who is an academic in the field of theatre and stage design, attends the largest conference in her field, the Prague Quadrennial of Performance and Design Space, or PQ for short. I tag along because, you know, Prague is awesome, but PQ is awesome too. Now the scientific conferences that I normally go to are usually just a whole series of PowerPoint or poster presentations and then some extra chat in the pub afterwards. But PQ is very different. For every PQ, countries and regions select professional stage designers to create exhibits to showcase the best stage design of that country. These exhibits are often interactive and immersive, really highly creative, and often a little bit odd. There are also exhibits that are created by students, and the whole thing is just incredibly exciting. I've been 3 times now in 2015, 2019 and 2023, and one of the things I've noticed is that the designers are increasingly engaging with themes to do with the environment or climate change or sustainability. The 2019 exhibit by France, which was actually voted by the judges as the best exhibit that year, featured human-sized piles of rubbish to highlight the waste that's created during the process of making theatre. And these piles of rubbish quivered as piano music played poignantly in the background. And it stated starkly that with no nature, there is no future. The exhibit by Switzerland in the same year invited you to climb up onto a ski lift and look down upon a snowscape. This snowscape actually shifted, the topography changed with using hydraulic pumps in relation to changes in environmental data that were shown on a screen in front of you. Quebec's exhibit was made using recycled materials and was partially powered by cycles. It explored themes of obsolescence and asked what happened to the materials used in a performance once the performance has ended. And there was more in 2023. France again had an environmental theme with their exhibit Gut City Punch, and this featured this incredible sand sculpture which showed the insides of a city, what lies beneath your feet and in the soils, and exposed it to you. I really enjoyed revisiting this throughout the conference and watching it slowly dry and degrade over time. Estonia's beautiful but more than a little bit creepy exhibit immersed you into a forestscape and you watch the seasons change around you. Water is also a really common theme in exhibits. This one from 2015 featured a block of ice which slowly melted over the period of the conference, and every time a drop of water fell off the ice and into the pool below, a microphone picked it up and created this most wonderful soundscape. It reminded me of hydrologist Rolf Hutt's incredible acoustic disdrometer, which uses a similar premise to measure rainfall. Hungary's 2019 exhibit created a cloud that you could walk through, and as you did, these plastic rocks clattered together and it sounded like rain. The Bridge, which was Romania's exhibit from 2023, invited you to walk along the eponymous bridge and to meet strangers for an awkward interaction midway, which was meant to replicate those awkward interactions we had with people during the pandemic lockdowns. Now this featured flowing water from the sides and projection and soundscape. Several of the student exhibits in 2023 also featured water either as a theme or as a theatrical device. For example, there was France's The Water Doesn't Belong to Us. There was the Netherlands solar-powered exhibit. And Canada and Quebec's exhibit and performance Troubled Waters. All of these exhibits are explorations of scenography, which is the study and practice of creating performance spaces. It's how theatre makers create a sense of space for their performances and for audiences. It has links with other fields that work with this idea of placemaking, for example architecture, urban design, or museology. Placemaking is also regarded as one of the key components within flood resilience and creating flood resilient places. Helping people plan and prepare for flooding needs them to be able to imagine what that flooding will be like, how bad it could be. To then help them to become more resilient and to create more environmentally resilient and sustainable places, we also need them to be able to imagine those futures. At PQ this year, there was an entire day of talks dedicated to the emerging subdiscipline of eco-scenography, led by the researcher Dr. Tanya Baer. Now, Tanya uses ecological design to create environmentally friendly and sustainable performance spaces within community settings. Tanya's The Living Stage, described as part theatre, part garden, part food growing demonstration, brings people together to help them understand our relationship with the natural world better. As we try and engage and empower people with their own flood risk and to help them create more flood and environmentally resilient places, we can learn a lot from disciplines like eco-scenography on how we can do this more creatively and more effectively. As floodologists, we should be looking outside our own disciplines and outside of our comfort zones to find those solutions to the issues that we're facing. As Quebec's 2019 exhibit stated, who knows, maybe the performing arts holds a key to a renewed environmentalism for the world to come. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that you've found it useful. Please do remember to give this video a like and do subscribe to the channel as well. If you've got any examples where you've seen people using performing arts to engage people with flooding or environmental issues, then why not leave a comment below as well? We'd love to hear that. But for now, stay dry out there.